So, hello guys, my name is Leverbix, and in today's video we are going to make or start the first elevated layer of this city. The train tracks will be on this layer, and the harbor will also be on this layer. I'm going to make the side walls that cover up all this scaffolding that is holding the plate that will hold the plates and the train tracks up. So I think that we should start making the harbor, and I already have some plans, but they are not final, so I'm going to show you some and hopefully come up with a design that works and make it. So let's open the timelapse mode and start building. So, as you guys can see, the harbor or the side of the harbor is finished, and I'm genuinely surprised that I had enough pieces to build all of this. I'm really surprised that I had enough of these pieces that I used to decorate this side, but I had enough, which was surprising to me, and I was also surprised that I had enough dark grey bricks to cover all this area. It's 4 bricks tall, and I think that that's the size that I'm going to go with. It's pretty tall. It's probably as tall as a minifigure. When you grab a minifigure, we can test that statement. Yes, it's as tall as a minifig. I think that this is an ideal height. I think if it would be shorter, it wouldn't look realistic, and if it would be a lot higher, that would use up a lot of pieces, and I'm not going to do that. So I think that this is a good height. Now I'm going to, you can't really see that, I'm going to cover this side with pieces as well, and that's not going to be grey but it's going to be brown. That's why I painted my table brown. So let's start that process. So this side is also finished, and I think that the overall result looks really nice, and I'm really happy that I had enough pieces that I could finish this. So let's go through the thing and see how it looks from some different angles. So this side doesn't have anything. I'm not going to build any cover up for the scaffolding on this side. From this side you will be able to see all the scaffolding, and that's just because if something breaks I can hopefully fix it from here, and if I put a battery box here I can turn that off, on and off, and I will save a lot of pieces. And this is on the side that you are going to view this thing from. It's probably from there where the tripod is. So on this side you don't have anything because you don't need anything here. Then on the harbor you have these pillars, and that's all. It's pretty simple, but on the ends you have these, and I had to be creative with these. I used a little bit of snot, but it's nothing complicated. So here, where the dirt and the concrete meet, I have this interesting building technique. I just used it because having a rough transition like this would look terrible in my opinion, and this looks a lot better. So here I don't have any grass on top. That's because I'm going to have concrete here, because this is the harbor and there is going to be things on top of it, concrete. But here, where my railroad is going to be, there's going to be grass on top of this, so I have a little bit of grass on the side. So I get this idea from Jack Briggs. He made this in a really small section, uh, where he has not a mountain but a hill for a bridge, and he used this technique. And I also got this technique from people who build dioramas, and they use this technique sometimes, and I thought that it's going to look cool, and I think that it looks cool. So here we have a hole, and on the hole we have a crocodile who is eating a snake. So this is just here to have something interesting here, and you can see that I used some tape. That's only because if you could see the scaffolding from there, that would ruin the illusion. So I have some tape here to cover up any light coming from there, and I'm worried that someone will walk right here and knock this thing off, and I'm sure that that's going to happen at some times or at some point. Hopefully if someone knocks it off, he will put it on the table or pick it up or do something about it. I don't want to lose that snake, but yeah. I think that this is all that we have time in this episode. If you liked it, hit that like, subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and keep on building as always.